Hello, this is Alex Kapitanakis with Atlas Vault in Panama. I wanted to take a moment and talk to you about why Panama is a great Plan B destination for your investment and for your protection of your assets and your wealth. Why Panama? First of all, we're in Panama, and I wanted to tell you why we chose it and why it's generally the best place to be in technically. It's a strategic location. It presents a hub between North and South America. It is an incredibly convenient place to go from one place to the other. It's 2.5 hours from here in Panama to Miami, about 3 hours from Panama to Texas, Houston, Dallas. It's a very strategically placed location. It's a hub for travel. You can get into South America very easily, and it is very convenient. It is very stable here in Panama. Panama uses the United States dollar. Panama applies the dollar. There is no other currency. It calls it the Balboa, but it is the dollar. You don't have to do any conversions. You have the ability to just come in with your dollars and change whatever you need to do. You're using the dollar. There is very little there's no currency risk involved. It is very business friendly. There's streamlined businesses that the process is not complicated like it is in some places in Europe or other places in South America. In Panama, you can create a business, a corporation. You can get it started, and generally within that week, you can have the corporation up and running and started. It's very, very business friendly. You can also have 100% ownership, foreign ownership of a business. You don't have to be a Panamanian citizen or resident. You can be 100% foreigner and own a business in Panama. And there is minimal restrictions in what you have to do here in Panama. There's also an incredible tax advantage. The most important thing to remember about Panama is the territorial tax. That means that whatever income is generated outside of Panama, that means with contracts or services, if your Panama corporation is generating business outside of Panama or making money outside of Panama, it does not pay any corporate tax. No income tax, no corporate tax. That is really phenomenal. And that is the best reason to have a business here in Panama. Only income generated within Panama is taxed. Foreign sourced income, free from all taxation. Special economic zones have been created here as well. There's a free trade zone. It provides significant tax exemptions for people in these zones. But again, if your business deals with any kind of contract that has to be generated outside of Panama, you don't have to worry about taxation. And it is unusual, and it's very, very productive for you as a business. Politically and legally, it is an extremely stable society and government. The legal system here is very strong and very stable. Politically, it is a very stable democracy. And strategically, remember, it's got to be protected, and it's going to be protected because of the Panama Canal. It is a very stable place, and it's a fantastic place to have your business. And also, you have to remember that there are residents. It's very easy to create a residency here. You can, by buying an apartment or by buying property, you can get yourself a residency. Talk to an actual lawyer here to help you with that, but it's very easy to get a residency here. And it's also very easy to create a bank account here. There's very robust banking here. So it also has one of the highest GDP growth rates in all of Latin America. Panama is a very stable, economically productive, and rich country. It's some place that any kind of European or North American business or investor would be very happy and secure and doing business here. I've been asked many times why Atlas was created in Panama and why it exists in Panama. Because here in Panama, Atlas Vault can give you the protection and the privacy that the investor wants when he keeps his gold and silver in a safe location. This is why we chose Panama, and this is why you should consider choosing Panama for your interests. Based on all of these things, I want you to also remember just one of the tax issues here. Something that if you start a business, consider very carefully. From the tax rate here, from $0 to $11,000 pays zero taxes. From $0 to $11,000, zero taxes. 15% from $11,001 to $50,000 pays 15% tax. 25% for anything over $50,000, and that's it. That's income that's generated in Panama. So again, consider that in comparison to Europe. Consider that in comparison to other places here in South America, like Costa Rica. 25% income over $50,000. That's something that even in America, the U.S., is something that is enviable. The corporate tax rate here in Panama is 25% flat rate. That's it. 25% for all the generated income in a corporation in Panama. The sales tax is 7%. 7% sales tax is it. Now, understand that gold and silver, if you buy it outside of the country in a place under treaty protection with Panama, and this is very important, if it's with the United States, Canada, and the European Union, and it's generated from those places and it's coming here to Panama, you pay no tax because of a treaty that exists between the governments. So understand that, and you have all the benefits and all the incentives to come to Panama, to come to Atlas, and consider storing gold and silver here with us in Panama. Give us a call and let us give you more of the answers that you need to create a new residency or a new place to keep your investments. Thank you.